Hi, I'm Brad Knowles, producer of Friday Night Flies, hosted by Scott LeBoldus and Scotty Holmes. Enjoy the show.
We're live.
Live again with Friday Night Flies. Sorry. We don't know why, what happened there, but there was definitely...
Well, I'll tell you what happened.
Definitely problems with the camera tonight.
It's XSplit. Every time I turn it off, and then within 1 week, it resets our default microphone, or whatever it is, default cameras. Next thing you know, we got no audio, or it's looping, or it's...
So it's XSplit's fault. This is what we're saying.
But okay, so we had a good start last
We did have a good start last time. We were having lots of fun. We were still having lots of fun.
Nearly impossible.
There was a bit of swearing that went on in between the fun of what we were doing.
So,
yeah.
I'm not going to ruin it for you. You might as well get it out.
Okay, yeah. See, again, okay? I'm missing a tooth. That's it, okay?
You took it away from me.
Okay, I know. Well, Brad wanted to say something about that.
Of course I did.
Yeah, well, I had a bad week.
You should have seen the other guy.
Yeah, you should have seen the other guy. Oh my God, he didn't have any teeth left.
Yeah.
No teeth. He was toothless.
That guy was a write-off.
Oh, yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah.
He cleaned the hill with them.
Yeah, but so I'm missing a tooth. You don't really see it that much unless I really smile.
Yeah.
Like that.
You had a beautiful fly for us this week, man.
Well, you know, it's streamer time of year. It's steelhead. Steelhead time is actually at its peak right now. Kind of. It's where you want to be right now. Squamish, steelhead are happening. Yeah. And then from there we get into cutties, and then we get into bull trout, and you get into all sorts of big fish.
You're leaving a couple of those with me, by the way.
Okay, yeah, you can have as many as you like.
I know your spay flies work. I've seen it legit. I saw you go on one of our trips. We went over to the Fraser River.
Yeah.
While it was still open.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it was still open. That was years ago. Yeah.
Picked up your fly rod, made one cast, and boom.
Yeah, that was the brand new fly rod that I had never tried.
Little Wet Bastard.
Yeah, the Little Wet Bastard.
So if you're looking for a spay fly that's definitely on that proven list, check out the Little Wet Bastard. That is one of the best spay flies on the market.
It's so simple too.
It is.
That was my first.
Deadly.
That was my first tie ever. Was the Little Wet Bastard.
Deadly.
Okay, so here we go. Let's do a slow roll. Let's get down.
All right.
Let's get down and juicy, as they say, down and juicy. Yeah?
Juicy.
Yeah.
Okay, give that sucker a roll.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, you know what? We should tell people that we got some new Friday Night Flies hats coming.
Oh yeah. Well, I need a new hat. My hat's very dirty. I did the. Anybody watching while we crossed out last time? Dr. Slick, one of our sponsors.
Oh, yeah,
for our scissors, beautiful scissors. Yeah, one of our favorites. But my hats are all dirty, so I need a new one. Okay, so slow roll. Here we go.
God, that's a beautiful fly, man.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. This is the fourth one I've tied.
You know, the nice thing I like about that is the underbody. You can really see that thing shine through that darker oak shell. And you get those hues of blue in there.
Yeah, I really like this holographic blue tinsel.
And that's the big stuff in there. That's Lady Amherst.
Lady Amherst, yeah.
Those hues of white really pop, man, and that's going to keep the bud. That's going to be deadly. I'm telling you. I can tell you right now.
I really like it.
I think a lot like a fish, and I would eat that thing.
Yeah, you don't look like a fish, but you think exactly like a fish.
I would eat that thing.
It's done.
Okay, let's get it.
Okay, let's go.
I'm excited, Scotty.
Well, I am too.
It's that time of year that I start getting really excited about catching big fish.
I love this time of year, or as we get into this time of year.
Well, you know, it's a transition from hard water to open water again.
Yeah.
I'm done with the hard water. It's that time of year, right? I'm looking for some open water. I want to wet a fly. I want to make some casts. You can start to hear some wildlife, birds on the river and the flowing water.
Yeah,
I love it all. It's
the springtime is my favorite.
It is.
One thing about classic spay flies is you really don't want to bring your tie back beyond. You can see where my thread is. Basically past around the barb of the hook, right around that barb of that hook. Compared to a lot of other flies where you'd be covering, on a streamer, you're going to cover right up till where the hook starts to bend, right?
Man.
Yeah, but on a classic splay fly, this is basically the end of the whole deal. And from there, that's when you want to start building up your body and your tag from here. I'm just going to put a little purple tag at the end. And then I'm going to tie on
You got quiet in here.
my blue, I know, was closed. That's the, usually we're open. The blue holographic tinsel. We're going to tie that on. And we're going to put it into, oh no, we're not, we're going to tie up our little tag. And I don't want this to be too big. I will probably back wrap a little bit over this. So my starting spot. The last one was a little bit big on the tag, and as I said, I've just started tying it, so I'm working on the proportions as I go along. And then now we are going to put on our flapping. So what you want to do is the first material that you put on, or sorry, the last thing that you want to wrap up is going to be the first thing that you're going to put on, and you're going to go through your stages like that so that you don't confuse. And I should have not cut that off. No, actually, we'll put our rib on first, and then we will put our holographic tinsel back on. I'm using the Vivas thread. It's very strong, and it's got some really nice color to it, and it does not bulk up. Like wire does. So there's our rib. We got that in there, and then we're gonna put in our holographic.
Dude, I got the new cake up.
Sorry, we're gonna put on our feather, and then we're gonna put on our holographic tinsel. So we're gonna grab a piece of schlappen. Schlappen.
One of my favorites.
And you know, you want to get something with some longer fibers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, those are pretty short. If you wanted, you could use a saddle on this for this same thing, depending on the quality of the stuff that you have. In my black saddle, I don't have any more, and purple saddle is all pretty short. So we're gonna put our saddle feather, our schlappen feather on there, on the top.
Up and behind, yeah. Those come this way. It says McDonald's on it.
McDonald's?
Yeah, I got some new K-cups. They're dope. Oh, they're so good.
So good. Okay, and then we're gonna put on our uni mylar. I don't know why.
Missed some?
No, I always get confused. Am I putting it on the right order?
Yeah, that's.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you know what? The first couple I tied, I got my order confused. It's not the end of the world. It definitely is easier. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of that. It's tied in. Hey, Scotty. I'm missing, oh there, no, I'm not missing anything. I have it in front of me. I just can't see it because I don't have my glasses on. Okay, and now we're going to wrap on our chenille. And this is some stuff that we had got donated to us from somebody.
was that Chinook Outfitters?
I think it was Chinook
Yeah,
Outfitters.
man.
Yeah, it gave us some
Susan
stuff for,
Chinook
because that was when we were doing that woolly bugger.
Yeah. Oh, that was Superfly.
Oh, that was Superfly.
That's
yeah.
Superfly.
Yeah, when we did that clinic and all those people came to the church and we did a...
Oh, hey, well, we're on that topic. We're going to be doing some classes here real soon, too.
That'll be good.
So, like a three-day or three-night class, and with possible take the third day fly, and we'll go catch some fish on the river. Kind of.
No, that'd be fun.
Which is
okay. So this is the hardest part, really. The fly. I mean, all these spey flies are a little bit fussy in terms of.
Yummy.
I told you, dude. That makes a mean cup.
As far as it's not hard. It's time consuming. And I tie everything basically up to where the hook splits. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build up the body so that I have a nice continuous flow from the eye of the hook is kind of what I'm doing. Okay, so we're gonna wrap the chenille. And like I said, I like the chenille. It's got a little bit of flash built right into the... Tie that off, lock it down. Get rid of the waste. And we're going to wrap our rib up. We're going to do one wrap. No, we're not. We're looking for 4 to 5 ribs. 4, I think, is the classic number. I like it a little bit tighter. Make sure that's locked down before you let go. And then get rid of the... And then we're going to take our slapping feather and we're going to see... how it wants to sit naturally. And this is definitely, be careful. Anytime you're stripping a feather that's already tied in. It's not the end of the world, you could tie it in again, but it would really suck to have to...
Major suck.
What's that?
That would major suck.
Yeah.
The whole reason to strip one side is that sparseness.
Yeah, you don't want to have too many. That's the whole idea of the whole classic idea of, I mean, the spey flies, if you think about it, when they originated and how they came about, I mean, most classic spey flies are in pretty natural colors.
Yeah.
Because that's all they had available. You know, they had fur, they had feathers, they didn't have purple feathers. I mean, if they had purple feathers, they probably would have used them. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think they were dyeing feathers at that point. Maybe not with the technology. But you couldn't just go to the store and buy it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's the whole thing. Yeah. Now we're spoiled. Like hell, you can buy milk in every kind of freaking flavor. Like you can even buy it skimmed. Like that's like taking the goodness of the milk and throwing it away, and then just drinking what's left.
That's cheese.
Yeah, taking away the cheese.
Okay, so we got that feather tied on there. And then we're gonna put our rib on. You know, if you wanted, you could comb it all down. Trim anything that's on the top. If you want that kind of look, that's not what I'm after. And then you're gonna work your Vivas thread through the whole thing. That's why my vise is super loose. So you're just working it through.
Jiggle, jiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Well, that's good coffee today, boys.
Yeah. Just wiggle it through, get it through. It doesn't matter. You're going to trap a couple fibers. I mean, reality being...
You can always hit it with the Velcro after, too.
What's that?
You can always hit it with Velcro after, pop it all back out. Pretty easy.
Yeah. Not a big deal. I mean, if you're after perfection, spend more time. I am not after perfection.
Looks pretty darn good from here, my man.
I was tying these because they're kind of fun, you know, like tying that complex body.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to challenge yourself.
It's not really challenging, it's just the steps and, you know, the effects that you can get just from simple planning, you know. I'm going to put my rib on, I'm going to do this and all these different things where, I mean, you do it with nymphs as well, you know, you put on your body, your rib, all the different things. And so I'm just looking for a longer purple saddle hackle. And this one's kind of beat up, but I don't really want the end anyway, so... Oh, it's too beat up.
Hey, if you guys have any questions for Scotty, now's the time, man. Hit us up. Hit us up with some questions. We're live here on Friday Night Flies on Facebook.
They're all too skinny.
Sandy, checking in from Mission, BC. How's the weather down there, Sandy?
Rainy.
I bet you it's raining just as hard as it is here.
Okay, so we got our saddle hackle. This is it's kind of got a black tinge to it.
Okay, so we got a quick question for you from Sandy Walters. It says, so I'm new. Humor me. Are black and purple winter colors, or would you use the combo year-round? While you're tying. Answer the question.
Year-round. Pretty much year-round. I think I would...
Typically, what are those colors for? Let's hit
Lower water. Lower
right.
clear water.
That's it.
Yeah.
And this right here would be your classic steelhead fly.
You don't want something too flashy in the low water of the... Like, this is still sort of winter for us. Okay, so we got our hackle tied on. And I was just after a couple turns. Okay, so from there, look at my feather again, or my fly again. Okay, yeah. And then we're gonna do a quick wrap with a schlappen. So it's a schlappen feather, or a schlappen fly. Looking again for something with a little bit longer fibers. Oop. just going to tidy up a few of these hackle fibers that all got loose on me. Okay, so now we're going to tie on this schlappen. You know what I need is sharp scissors.
Pass them your scissors, man.
How did his become unsharp?
Okay.
Probably cutting wire.
Yeah.
No wire cutting here, buddy. That's how all scissors get dull.
Just cutting.
Cutting stuff you're not supposed to be cutting.
Forgot my tag. Okay, so now we're going to tie on this schlappen. Sometimes when I start thinking about things, I just go super silent. I know.
That's all good. We're watching, bud. We're watching you sweat in the camera. It's all good. What do we got? Hey, this would be a good time to field a question.
What question now?
John asks, how'd you lose that tooth?
I told you.
Well, he wasn't checked in.
Okay,
Earlier, I
we
guess.
beat up 19 guys.
It was Longhorn. Brawl broke out.
Yeah, it was in a street brawl.
Yeah. Gloves off.
Jersey people.
Yeah,
I've seen a good Jersey movie.
Jersey. Okay, so where is?
Oh, is that that flex tube?
There it is. There.
Yeah.
Okay,
Want some?
what's that? Okay, so we basically got
About that custom one that was
most of the
fast.
wing done or the collar done.
That's what he wanted it on, right?
Yeah. Tie it. You want to tie that order?
Yeah, maybe.
Easy peasy, man. I get orders every.
Now we're gonna start adding a little bit of the purple wing.
Okay. It's on there.
I'm not trying to make it super
She
fancy.
did this shit at home. What color was it? Was that?
You know, you could do a
I've got that.
married wing here if you had
I'm sure I've got it.
the
here.
time and energy.
Yeah. I'll check at home. I think I have some.
Yeah. Got it green and pick.
I was trying to see how that was on there because it wasn't tied on. There was no thread wraps on the bottom.
And then I take some feathers from the other side
Super glued.
to keep my curve.
Tack it down. I don't know.
It's crazy the orders that we get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this part of the fly basically just becomes very tedious.
At time.
Try to watch the amount of thread wraps that you do.
Not right now. You might. Eventually.
Eventually, I'd like to.
Try to keep your proportion good, making sense.
We gotta go over that fly time shit too.
There we go. So we're just gonna put a little bit of the
I just need the bacon page. Set it to 8.
of the goose shoulder,
Did I show the pictures of location?
sort of around the whole
Oh, I
fly.
went in there after. It's nice. It's dark. It is
Oh,
dark
well,
in
he's
there.
got 2 spotlights there.
That's good. Yeah, it was very dark for no windows or nothing, right?
There's a couple, but I mean, it doesn't matter.
Front door.
It's gonna be at night anyhow, so it's gonna be dark.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
Kind of like this.
And you got good parking lot.
Try and cider. Maybe we get crazy in there. Might even have to do it dynamic.
Whatever. I can do it in the shirt that Senyx.
Oh, dude.
Did you figure that too?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of adjusting and getting my feathers in there.
No, that's perfect for the.
And like I said, this is really tedious.
When I'm out there.
It's not hard. Just takes a little bit of patience. One on the bottom. Okay, so then I'm just going to trim all this stuff back. The more individually that you do it, like don't try to trim all of it at one time, just piece at a time. Keeping it tight to the top of the fly. It will make your cleanup a lot easier. Okay, so there we go. Clean that up a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna put on our flash.
I'm like, no,
And I'm going to make this a little bit longer because the Lady Amherst is going to be a little bit longer. Oh, earthquake. And basically all I want is 2 pieces. Sort of down the center of the fly.
It got pretty stupid.
Not a lot of flash. Just enough.
Oh.
What are you guys laughing about over there? Like,
Just a private conversation.
huh?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Just some stupid stuff in the background. Emails. You know, business.
Business stuff?
Business.
Okay, yeah, so there we go.
Being famous, you get asked funny things.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. Yeah.
Locks of hair,
Really? People ask for your hair.
belly button lint.
My goatee hair. That's the big one.
That's everybody wants is your goatee hair.
They
So-
think we put it in the Moto Minnow.
Then we're gonna put it in the
I swear. It's
Okay, so then we're gonna put on our
just mallard flank.
Yeah, natural.
Our Lady Amherst. We want it to be, you know, a good inch past the back of the hook, maybe a little bit longer, kind of up to your preferential style.
It's good, eh? You might need to fill the water up.
What's that?
Well, I was talking to Scotty. He's making a coffee.
And I'm gonna do it in 4 sections. Gonna do one on the side, one on the top, one on the bottom, or one on either side, one on the bottom. And I love Lady Amherst. It's such a cool fiber. Very versatile. Does lots of different
Let it
things.
run, get cold.
Can tie a million flies. I particularly like this color. This is blue, is what they call it, light blue. Okay. So our last piece. And then we'll trim it.
Amazing how that fly comes together, man. Looks good. You're liking that coffee, eh? That's good, isn't it?
I'm gonna be shaking on camera.
Yeah, you are.
And I mean, ultimately, you're after a pretty tiny head on this fly.
Right there. Yeah.
This guy's. Oh, that's quite sick.
Yeah, man.
Good enough.
What the hell's in the bottom?
So now we're going to try to do some really tight wraps, close wraps.
It's like it's feather. On the inside?
Yeah, it's Badger. I don't think of the name of that one. Pheasant.
And you want to get rid of any fibers that are going to
Pheasant.
stick out
Yeah.
We got
and possibly get into your UV cure.
the full bird.
It's just make it, it's not going to wreck it. It's obviously going to stay together, but it will just look a lot nicer if it's nice and tight. And you don't need to really worry about the whip finish. One thing I would say is that just make sure that you turn it and clip it right where it's tied in. So again, that you don't have something hanging out and getting in your bone dry. Okay.
I've got some new stuff that I gotta show you, man.
This is new from.
Sorry, put my head right in your butt. Check out this stuff. You want to do some different colors on your head? I got all the colors of the rainbow.
Okay, let's try. We will. I'll just put the initial
So whatever color you want to do.
cure on it. Okay, so Brad has a whole bunch of cool different.
That's the Dijon.
Let's change the color of this head and see what happens. Okay, because we're basically done. That's it. Go check the time.
Oh, we're at 30 minutes. That's all right, man. You're
See,
doing
I'm
good.
doing
You're
good.
You're doing really good.
Okay, so we got.
I've got the translucent. I've got a whole bunch of them.
Okay,
That one's the green bone dry. That's the
this one here looks really cool. This green. I think for this one here, let's go with blue. The blue. I think that's natural.
blue. It is.
Blue it is. Okay, so what we have is the Solarez UV Cure Color Resin. I've never used it before, first time.
We'll make sure
we got a whole bunch of stuff sent to us from Solarez. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
Solarez.
Solarez is great stuff.
Yeah, they're
Great company to work with, dude.
been taking care of us for a long time now.
Yeah, right from day one, pretty
Yeah,
well.
they did. They've done really well.
Yeah.
I've been,
So
and I love their
make
products.
sure
so.
that one's blue. Is it blue? One looks pretty clear.
What's
to
it
me.
say? It says topaz.
Okay, there it is.
Whatever, we're gonna try.
It's gonna be topaz.
I think maybe this stuff should have gone in the.
Oh, what's that, Solarez?
Yeah, some new stuff, boys. Isn't that nice how the applicator and how it just, it's like the thin, it's not the bone dry. We have bone drying colors as well. But to finish a head, I think that the thin actually does a better job because it actually armors the thread.
That's actually pretty cool. You can see it now. I think maybe this stuff's just a little bit thick because it's cold in here. I think that's actually what's going on.
Yeah.
But we'll cure that. You know what I've done? I've tried, my daughter's got a million colors of nail polish. Using nail polish and then the cure on top of it, or then you go bone dry, nail polish, then bone dry again.
There's so many different colors right now. Even like, there's like hot orange, fluorescent orange.
Yep, there we go.
Chartreuse, greens, blacks,
Bang on.
pinks.
And I think you sort of see some blue in there. You know?
Let's see what here, let's try another color on there. What the hell? There's a fluorescent hot pink. Try
Okay,
that.
let's try that.
Oh yeah, you can see the topaz in there.
Yeah,
you can totally see it in there. Here, give it a little roll so you see the top.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Here we are, checking it
And
out.
it's sparkly too.
Okay, so this one here is the UV fluorescent hot pink. So we're gonna change the thread color one more time.
I'm getting away from you.
We're showcasing.
But my head, my fly head is getting bulky. Okay, so it's not my fault.
Whatever, that's fine. That one's fun with you.
How opaque is it?
It's kind of goopy.
It's pretty
Well, it is right now because
translucent.
of temperature. It's not that warm in here.
Yeah,
It's gonna be warmed up a little bit.
be hitting the microwave. That's cool.
You definitely changed the color again.
Oh, 100% it has. I mean,
So you can do that too. You could build it up in layers. You know, you could start off with your black. Yeah,
looks
let's
like
see.
it's a little bit clumpy on the bottom. There you go. Just give it 2 seconds.
A little centrifugal force to get her set.
What a difference that made, man. I like the pink too. So anyhow, we're teaching you guys some new stuff. There's new product out there, and it's UV because you can see it as soon as the light hit that thing. You can see it major.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah, it's hard.
Hard as rock.
Oh, see, I knew I forgot something.
What'd you forget?
My Rhea.
Ah, it's next time. Until next time.
Oh my God.
The spirit of Friday Night Flies. You can't get it perfect the first time.
Yeah.
Right?
It just.
That's a beautiful fly, man. You could probably even hit that with the Velcro. Would bring everything right out. Buddy, that is.
So don't forget your Rhea. What was supposed to go in there? So we were supposed to put in. Oh my God! The day that I don't forget something, we're supposed to put in some Rhea, and all that's gonna do. You don't even really see it, but Rhea catches fish.
Oh, 100%.
It moves. It moves.
It holds body. It looks good.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So there's the essence of the fly. I don't know where the other one went to. Oh, there it is. There. So there's the one with the Rhea. Sorry.
Hey, that's another time, my man.
Another time.
Let's go up to the top camera there. We can say goodnight. And Scotty's got a beauty. I'm not sure what the name. What's the name of that fly you're tying?
Alley.
Are we up top?
The alley shrimp.
The alley shrimp. Scotty's telling the alley shrimp.
That's right. Show off that
Okay,
institute, dude.
okay.
It looks good. It looks good on your
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know that was fun. Don't forget your materials. Oh, I think maybe I'm getting old. Maybe I should start putting a list together so that.
Yeah, that might help.
That might help. You never know, right? Whatever. I mean,
Yeah, it might
it's
work.
2 for 2.
But yeah, we've got some cool stuff to show you.
Very
We're
cool
gonna-
stuff from Solarez.
We're going to be giving some SolarRest products out here.
Oh yeah, there's going to be some giveaways. Brad's
check out
still
our
yet
website.
to figure out how we're going to give it away, but there is going to be some giveaways. So check that out soon on the Friday Night Flies website,
FridayNightFlies.com.
FridayNightFlies.com. So time with the boys that like to tie flies. Until next time, bang!
I love that, dude. That makes my night every time you do that shit. Oh my God. Good tie, buddy. Too bad you fucking missed that one thing, eh? But I like that fucking UV cure, dude. Was that solid or what?
Yeah, I mean, again, that's too bad I missed the Rhea, but I have 3 ones there that I didn't put the Rhea in.
That fucking magenta shit.
Heat it up. I will heat it up and see what it does.